I'm talking with probably one of the most delightful men that I've met in the Bay Area, Ovan Wilson. Very accomplished man, just very delightful. Everything that we've spoke about has been very profound, and it was definitely just an instant camaraderie because not only is he a dad, not only does he have an accomplished son who's a popular and pretty sound musician and artist, but all his children are very accomplished, and we were just talking about many different things, but I just want you to kind of meet him.
Hi. Hello.
And some of the things that we were talking about today, we were talking about how there are a lot of minority, primarily black men, who are appreciative and want to help bridge the gap with the white community because there has been a lot of racism creep back up, and I think that a lot of white men in America need to know that there are black men who are appreciative for working for them or the things that they've done, and that when it's all said and done, we all need each other.
To be forward, I'd like to say first, thank you. Thank you for many individuals that have not allowed color or race to play a part in their decision making. As a young man, an individual, Italian or white, as we might say, played a major part in funding my education, in housing me, helping me to take that next level. And the credibility of the human heart and its ability to reach across lines is so important. I think there's a lot for each and every one of us to learn, that we're far greater than the sum totals of our parts or the color of our skin. It's what beats inside of us. Yes, there are issues. There are issues to address, to accomplish, but more important than anything else is a willingness and an openness of mind and heart that allows us to mend, to heal, to move forward. Many accomplishments have been made by people humbling themselves to bridge that gap. And so hopefully this small portion or moment will give others that inspiration. I'm thankful that connection between races have really made an important part, and I should say played an important part in my life, in the success of my family, and I am thankful.
And I think that we see so many things on the news, so many attacks and terrorist attacks, and just a lot of it's misunderstanding about men being insecure. And that was something I was talking about all week, is that we all have insecurities, whether you're white, black, Hispanic. We all find a flaw in our natures, man. I think there's like this insecurity. It brings us back. It takes us back. It's a weakness. We need to be confident in whatever. If you're a white man and you like listening to soul music, you need to be confident in that. If you're a white man and you like listening to punk rock music, you need to be confident in that. If you're a black man and you like listening to country music, you need to be confident about that. It's if you're Hispanic and you like the white, you like the black culture, you like whatever, you need to be confident in that. Know that you just like what you like, and but to racially divide each other or hate specific groups or to try to make decisions that are going to hurt a specific group, we have to remember that it's everybody's different. Everybody's different. It's like a lot of groups of people, they feel that they can make choices that hurt a whole community just with one decision, and they don't look at it from a humanity perspective.
They don't, and it is so important for our growth, individually as well as cooperatively, to just accept and learn from one another. This walk that I've called life in these years has opened my eyes many things I've had to revisit and rethink. And I hope that you'll take that time and that opportunity to do just that.
Wow.
I'm far greater than my father's son. I'm just a sampling of his history, but it's now a point in time where I'm making history. And how will I be remembered? As a person who cared, who loved, who accepted, and who was open. And I hope that can be added to your legacy. Thank you for listening.
Let's see. Just one more thing before we end it. You were also sharing something about dads that convicted me in trying to do a better job and reaching out to my older sons and to do a better job and just reaching out as a dad. And it was pretty profound. I want you to share a little bit about that, because I think there's a lot of men out there, and there's also a lot of men that have been, their kids have been taken away from you, or you don't have access to your kids, or you work a lot, or there's just a lot of, I've been kind of in every situation. I've had my kids taken away from me. I've had no access to my kids. I've been financially hindered from being able to be more in their lives, but I've always tried to fight to be a dad, to be able to be reached, to be there in their lives. And I think that you've shared some really great things about that.
I've grown a lot over the period of time in relationships with my children, with my father. It's important for a young man to have his father in his life. It's hard for me to just say everything that's in my heart in this moment, but it is important to say this. As a man, we are so important when it comes to raising, grooming, helping other young men reach that place of maturity in their life. And it's not about finances and funds. It's about being there. Because there are moments with my children I had nothing, but I visited them. And it was probably some of the most wonderful and full days of excitement and imagination and creativity and growth for each and every one of us. Please don't allow anything to be and to become an excuse. Time is with someone has no countable value. That's what I'm trying to say. Time is so precious and so valuable that you can't put a number on it.
Wow.
And I hope that you'll find a way, if there is someone in your life that needs just that. It is a fuel, a liquid, a goal that is just
immeasurable.
Thank you.
Wow.
And again, I thank you all for viewing this and listening.
That's awesome, bro.